How far away is it? Over there.
We'll put the structure right up, like pretty much right up against it, and then we share right away with them.
You share right there.
Yeah, so like, overlapping right away. But we can't put the structure in there right away. Yeah, they won't go in.
And they're right away, 50 feet there, I think, on each side of that. Existing, I'm not seeing any existing infrastructure. Yeah.
It's a really easy type of data.
And.
As long as I'm sure it's actually. 200 miles. Sure. I can't go, I can go through 5,
You know?
There's substations.
Yeah.
Well, it's, you know, if I
You got
fun,
here that.
then I go back.
5 feet down there. So people have, they've had that, hold that back.
I think the capability was saying, I think if we
Outside turning.
hard, then they would.
Homes, I was very glad that was my business.
Yeah.
There's farming everywhere.
Yeah. We're in Minnesota.
I live in, Chicago, so right on the edge of Wisconsin.
Where it would all be clear.
I don't think, I mean,
Going back.
like DNR and all that, they wouldn't be okay with just clear cutting sides. River like that, you said, yeah, so I don't think that's.
Usually the big ones is like you said.
Yeah, so you work the stream like.
The full trees
Everyone
in the area, but
might just wrap that.
that's great. Great. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
It's really bad.
like some,
Yeah, like 2 milligrams and up.
Yeah.
But the weird roots, the brain.
concerts and stuff.
And so.
Oh, and that's, and they don't eat.
Oh, yeah, I get some monkey butter.
Yeah.
Right.
Big, but.
Yeah, big but not.
It's, the sand.
What is he studying?
Oh.
He's a history major.
What about, how many, like, we have.
Second sand.
We have to.
I said, you'll have to live by your ways.
Not history.
Not teaching history, you want to see that, but that's, you know, that's duration.
The only problem is always.
It's really good, it's pretty small.
So the line goes through there is.
So he's not have to short trip, it has to. Yeah, right all the time. No, I mean, I was really. Yeah. You're like buying something somewhere. Moving around, wherever you want to go.
So that was, that's what I was doing, that's good, rate earlier.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe watch
But- I have problems.
Guys,
People.
No one's
This is one thing, real problems. You got trailers.
Oh, it's so we go fast.
Oh, the water, no, it's AI now, it's like.
don't.
Replaced it. That's all.
Yeah, the Morgan Plans fields will survive hopefully.
Oh, excited, but someone's going in.
There is someone.
Oh, good. Well, then we'll have two.
There's an alternate help going through that property and then the commission ordered to. I think they would want.
I did print too. You were leaving or it was longer. Where did it?
Oh, so we should now go in Prospect.
Oh, okay, so you were down.
Commission and operations to.
Yeah, so, right, so
They want.
ICC is actually in the lake, right, it's right across from
I
the.
think.
I don't know the much is, but you know, around body, they hang my building.
Yes,
they put
yeah.
down there.
Okay, I'll almost. Oh, but it.
Yeah, right, yeah. I was telling I know, it's crazy, I mean, it's, I used to go to the, I just think it's, big huge, and they were all.
You're like, oh, do you?
You see them,
The project?
It does, no.
Yeah, that's
like it's right here.
Okay.
We have some experts with us here, the gentleman is glad. Yep, no, I can answer the question, sorry, this is different than the plan and the answer behind the bar there. All right, well, look, you're ready to have
Yeah,
it.
I'll send regular.
That's too much, you know, I mean, you're in there.
You like, yeah, send it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best. I am, I'm not sure about that part.
Still.
Have that.
Thank you.
But then that's the way you'll also down. So it's not.
Yeah. We were playing back. And then
Right, that's entirely. This is the lay down alleys, like. This is the lay down workspace.
Hey, were you?
You would.
Yeah, that's not really good. It's often happens that you.
Like, so much you hire a whole party, same utility.
Like, 180. No, you're right, you're yours. Yes.
That's weird. Yeah.
It's like, no, yeah. I kind of really thought.
It'll be a bit of a drive.
We'll start off the record.
I just don't want.
So everybody, it's 6 PM, so I just want to get your attention. Just excuse me a sec. I just want to introduce myself and just let you know. Hang on, guys. Yeah. So I just want to get your attention, everybody. Guys, excuse me. Just want to let you know, so I'm with the Public Service Commission. My name is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the PSC. So we're here to collect comments on the project. And the first thing I want you guys to do is get your questions answered before you make your comments. So if there's anyone here, Charles Smith, I have you signed up. If you still want to ask questions, get some info, we can just wait for you to be ready before we start. But right now, you're the only person right now signed up to give a comment, so. Do you wanna give one now, or do you wanna wait?
I'm Charles Small.
Yeah.
Everyone has to say, that's why we're here.
Just
Put that up.
so, well, I can wait until you get all the info, I just wanna know what you wanna do.
Well, we were just discussing it here and I was getting a little bit.
Okay. So when you're ready, we'll take your comment. I just want to let people know that we're here to take comments when you're ready. We'll begin once you're ready to go. Okay, all right. So let's just get on the record. So just want to state that we've started the public hearing for the 6 PM session. We're waiting for, we have one person signed up to make a comment. They're getting some info from the commission staff and the applicant before they make their comment. Once they do that, we'll call that person up to make their comment and we'll continue on from there. So until then, we'll stand adjourned and I'll give you about 15 minutes, see if you're ready, check in with you again. And if not, we'll wait, so it's fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
We were all sitting here since this afternoon and we're all like doing one of these. We need to get some music or something going on.
Well, I'll get started off the record. Just want to give you an introduction. Thanks everyone for coming. This is the public hearing session for the Grid Forward project. It's our fourth session so far. We did two up in where were we yesterday? Nakusa. Then this one in the afternoon. We were here in the afternoon in Blair, and also today at 6. We're going to be in Montello tomorrow at the Human Services Building at 2 p.m. and at 6 p.m. So we've been here to collect public comments for people who live around the project area. And that's part of the process that the commission uses to make its decision on the application. So the application is from American Transmission Company and NSP Xcel Energy proposing to build this line. And the Public Service Commission is a state agency that's charged with reviewing the application, approving, denying, or modifying the application. That's the power it has. So the decision's made by 3 commissioners that run the agency. They vote in open meeting on the issues of the case. And once they come up with their decision, the commission issues a written order that reflects that and becomes the official, statement of what's going to happen. So in order for the commission to make that decision, they can only review the documents that I put in the record in the case. That's my job as the administrative law judge. Create the record in the case and the commissioners read it, make their decision. So part of the record is the documents we collected on the 19th of August. It's the party session where we had the applicants, commission staff, and the interveners presented their take on the case. All that was transcribed by our trustee court reporter, and the transcript is what the commissioners will read, as well as the evidence that was filed, the documentary evidence that I received. Since June 25th, we've been taking written comments from the public. That was in writing. The people can file on our website or by US mail, mailing it to us. Deadline for written comments is September 8th. So those have to be in our hands by the 8th. But the other option is to speak your comment here today. So we're stand ready to do that. Appreciate everyone for taking the time to get their questions answered. Hopefully your comments will reflect that information and so you're making an informed decision, an informed comment for the commission to review. So I appreciate you taking the effort for that. And if you speak your comment here, your comment's going to be transcribed. Commissioners will read that transcript. If you write your comment in, you can do it right on our website. So they'll read the submission you make on our website, or whatever you mail to us. We'll post that on our website and they'll read that. Also, if you can write a comment on your appearance sheet. I'll scan these in. Commissioners will see that as well. So different options you got. But just so you know, that September 8th deadline, that's your chance. That's the deadline to get these written comments in. But at this point, we can start taking the spoken comments. The process is pretty simple. Just call your name, have you come up, take a seat, swear you in, give us your name for the record, and then we want to hear your opinion on the case. Everything you know or want us to know, we'll take that. The only big ground rule is because we're transcribing what you say, only one person can speak at a time, and we need to keep the room quiet so that the transcriptionist can hear every word. And we'll give everyone a chance to comment, but when it's someone's turn, that's their turn, not yours. So I just want to make you aware of that. So we got 3 comments so far. We'll call Charles Smith first. We were told you were coming, so I'm glad you made it. Have a seat. And I'll swear your hands, raise your right hand, swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, give us your name and comment.
My name is Charles Smith, and you want my address?
We got it here, so I think you're good. If there's any specific property you're interested in and you want us to know, if it's not this one, tell us during your comment.
Okay. All right, so the proposed line that I saw is running kind of right through my property. It runs through an open field, and then on the east side of it, there's a creek there, and it's about 35 feet down, and they're talking about clear cutting the trees there, the vegetation, and I don't think that's a very good idea. the preferred line would still be on my property, but I would prefer that it would follow the railroad track like it does all the way from Alma Center till just before my property. And I think it makes more sense to run it along the railroad property. And then the neighbor's property to the east on the north, on the south side of Railroad Road. That house burned a year and a half ago or so, and I highly doubt that they'll rebuild that house. In fact, I would like to buy that piece of property. It's approximately 4.5 acres and bulldoze it. So there wouldn't be a house there. And then you would connect up with the railroad line that's going towards Maryland. So I think that seems to make the most sense to me anyway. And it would stay, I think it would have less impact on myself and also my other neighbor to the east if you stayed along the railroad right away. So I guess that's all I have to say.
All right, great. Well, glad we got that information from you.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks. Hey, David Lindberg. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes,
Name and comment.
my name is David Lindberg. I'm on the village board in Hickston. And I'm a little concerned that they're going out of their way to go around the line they already have. Instead of going from here to here, the way it should, they're going this way. And we have a cell tower that they're gonna go right between, right next to, that generates income for the village of Hickston. It's a 200-foot standalone tower. I'm a little concerned about interference with this power line being 150 feet, is what I understand. I don't know that that's such a good idea. Plus, we have 2 wells that service the village of Hickston. Power line's gonna go right between those 2 wells. They communicate to each other. This young man from Excel Energy tells me that that's not a concern, but I think it is, because in this day of computers, any interference with any kind of electricity is not good. I'd like to see them stay along the power line that there's currently there. And they already have right away partially. Why not just continue through that same spot? That's all I have.
All right.
Thank you.
And Terry Bowe, BOE? Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, have a seat. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes,
All right, give us your name and comment.
that's Terry Bowe. I own the property at N5995 Hamilton Road, Taylor, Wisconsin.
Okay.
The proposed power line section, if you imagine the farm, you drive up the driveway, it goes up like this and dog legs to the left. And I own the hills all the way around, and they're putting this right down the middle of my property. And it's gonna interfere with the beauty, first of all, and that's a personal issue. My suggestion is as follows. Section 2B, which comes up on 140, all right, and then goes to the right towards Blair. We're asking that they divert at the property line of that 40, rather than go into the driveway. Go to the right one, I believe it's, let's see. Just, I'm trying to get my notes down here, adjust the route to follow the parcel line instead of going into the middle of the valley. All right, structure 2030, and move it to the northwest of the property. So if you're looking at the property, you drive in the driveway, this is where they were putting it. Here's our line. We're asking that they put it at this corner of the property.
And which
And then
corner
up.
is that if you're?
It'd be the northwest section, okay? We just did the gentleman helped me. It's about 3/10 of a mile to that structure if they moved it, versus it's 500 feet from my house in the valley. Plus, today I just realized that they're also, because my farm is 100% in conservation program, managed forest land and conservation reserve for a butterfly mix. We're gonna have to negotiate all those things out because there's money involved in those. And this particular line is gonna take, like I said, it's the whole farm is gonna lose its value because of this, in my estimation, although it's priceless to me. But again, if they just would, come up to the property line, go to the right. And then at the end of that 40, and it would not impact my neighbor. The 40 that's just north of my property line is public forest land. In fact, there's 2 40s north. And it's ironic, they switched this direction of this line onto private line versus going on the public land, which I don't understand, but we're just concerned. It's just it would be simplified for everybody if they would just cut it at the property line and go to the right and just go around it. All right, again, also, I just learned, they put this prep area, which happens to be about 100 feet from my house. So you're talking about all this construction stuff. That's not acceptable to me at all. And I will pursue anything I can to stop that. But I think if they could just do this one simple maneuver, it's not gonna change a whole lot of direction, but it is. The only other thing I would say is if there is an existing power line 240s down from us that has the right of way, they're gonna have to cross it to come up to the farm. I don't understand why they don't use that right of way as well. And that takes them all the way to Blair, where they're trying to connect with another line based on what I saw. And don't have a whole lot more to say, but if they could do that, that would make life a whole lot better for us.
Well, I'm gonna need that back.
You need that back.
Your face.
If you can read my notes.
That's okay. We got your comment.
All right.
So it's perfect. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak who hasn't yet? No? I have nobody connected on Zoom, so this is the people we have for comments today. And it's past about 40 minutes past 6. So at this point, no one else has a comment. We'll adjourn and we'll be back in Montello. No, I can't forgetting that. We'll be back in Montello tomorrow at 2 p.m. for more comments, but thanks very much for participating and take care.
Did I have to say 2B on that?